welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Guys, I have been out of it. You know why? Because I opened a restaurant. The Wines New Orleans Bistro. Go to The Wines, DJUANS.com. Check us out. But also, we're right here in the Cobb area. So that's what I've been busy, dedicating my time and trying to start my new venture and get it started. And that's what 25% is all about. Encouraging people to go after their dreams and helping them to understand, the challenges, the ups, the downs, and to hang in there and keep fighting. That's why I built 25%, so I can learn new ventures and, create new ventures and help support and motivate. Don't forget to go to 25%.com and get some of the merch. I will be working with the team on getting some new merch. You guys will be excited. But everybody, follow, click, like, share. I am back. So, yes. And also, I'm going to have some new stuff. It will not be just us sitting in this room doing the podcast. I have some new stuff I'm working with my team. Stay tuned. My team and I are going to give you guys some new releases we're going to be doing on Tuesday nights. But I want to get back at you guys. But we have this amazing guest here today. For our first time back in a few months. Gosh, if I ain't mistaken, it's the first time back since the beginning of the year, if I ain't mistaken. That's how long it's been. I've been grinding, getting liquor license and all. And it is a new, different type of business. But I'll say that for another day. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later. But we'll get back with you. But I want to, without further ado, we got this gentleman named
Casino, Charles White, depending on what industry you know me from.
So, wait a minute. Industry? You have two different industries you're in?
I do, yeah.
Elaborate.
So, I'm a marketing specialist. So, I'm in the music industry as Casino Smooth. I do music artists, marketing, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, everything, right? Just to help the artists advance in their career so they can get a record deal. And then I do corporate marketing as well. So, for franchise businesses like Jimmy John's, Cold Stone Creamery, tons of franchises. So I'm in both spaces.
Oh, wow. So how do you manage both? Are you doing them simultaneously?
I am, yeah. I've been running both businesses for the past, I'd say, 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, past 6 years.
You mind me asking how old are you?
32.
Oh, you're still a baby, so you started young.
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And so did you go to college?
I did. I went to college online. I didn't go any type of prestigious, I just went online, got my degree.
A degree is a degree.
Right.
I tell people all the time, if you go 10 years to be a doctor and you go 15, when y'all both graduate, they're going to still call y'all doctor.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's something that you want to understand. I wouldn't have to tell someone that I went to school online.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah,
why we have to just give that disclaimer? It's not something, it's not a bad thing. You got a degree.
Sure.
So look at you now.
Yeah.
So what was your degree major?
Business. Just kept it simple.
You know what? For all the people that's listening to this, please get a specialization. Business is too broad of a degree to get. Works for you. But I tell people, if you want to get a specialization in finance, accounting, marketing, get you a specific niche, a major, something that makes you more valuable, something that reduces the competition. And there are a lot of accountants out here, but everybody's not an accountant, if that makes sense. So, and everywhere you go, there's not a large volume. But you have that specialization. It's like being a gentleman who works on houses and you're doing the certification to be the ACs, the AC repairman. So those are things, I try to tell people to do because you make yourself more to compete. But we're going to get down to the business. You have had your own business for 6 years.
Yes.
What made you start?
Well, I always wanted to be a marketer, from back when I used to take field trips and road trips with my dad, and, we used to go, just long country vacation trips. I used to see billboards, and then I used to see Nike sign and, Michael Jordan up there. I'm like, I want to be the person that makes those billboards. Fast forward 20 years, we're not making billboards like that anymore. They're more so digital now. So that's what I do. I do digital marketing. I make digital billboards for people to see. So when they're scrolling online through social media, they see my digital billboards and they say, hey, I want to learn more about that ad, that opportunity. Let me click that. So I'm like, that's my type of marketing. That's my type of,
So is that something your company does for people, or that's your corporate job?
That's the corporate side of my marketing. Yes, that's what I do for.
No, when I say corporate, is it somewhere you're gainfully employed, or what's the name of your business?
Marketing done fast, and then
marketing done fast.
Mm-hmm.
You said it fast. You know that, right?
I know.
Like super fast.
Marketing done fast and Paradigm Music Group.
Okay, Paradigm Music Group.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the music group for the artists.
Correct. Yeah.
And marketing done fast is the marketing for corporations.
Correct. Yeah.
So you go out and get contracts, and how does this work? How do you generate revenue?
Well, it's a niche industry, so pretty much they just refer me business because in certain industries, like, it's so small, they only trust certain people. So they trust me, they keep sending me clients, and it's the franchise industry. So, for example, if you wanted to franchise your business, which that industry is so small, if you wanted to expand and have multiple locations across the U.S., you'd hire somebody like me, and I'd run ads so that way you can find independent owner-operators in different states to open up your restaurant. And what's the name of it again?
The Wines New Orleans Bistro.
Right.
www.djuans.com.
Okay, got it. Nice.
Yes.
So we'd open up, or we'd have ads running on social media so that way people see that, like, I want to open up one of these restaurants. And then, they complete the form. The lead goes to your sales team or you, and you call them, you vet them, you see if they have enough money to buy your business, right? And then, they go through the process.
So what's your return rate, like, of clicks and return of clients to where as though with your ads they purchase and sign up, or is it something like, what's your percentage on that?
Well, I've been doing this for like 7 years, so I've generated hundreds of thousands of leads, thousands of franchises opened across the U.S. for different types of businesses. I don't even want to imagine the ROI on that. We're talking millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions. But I can't track every single sale that closes, right? So I don't have a closed loop on that. But the ratio is, I would say you can close one deal out of 250 internet leads. So if I brought you 250 leads today, one of those is going to close and open a restaurant.
Okay, my question to you is, how much do you charge to do that?
I'll charge a flat rate. So, for example, for me to build everything out for you, it'd be like $4,000 a month. But half of that would probably be dedicated towards the ad spend, like for people to see your ads.
So do you have a team to help you, or is this one-man show?
Mainly just one-man show. I do it all myself. I have a couple, assistants to help me set things up if I'm, on autopilot, if I need to like go do something. But it's mainly just me. So
you're a business owner.
Yeah.
And you have a business for the last 7 years. Why do you want it to just be you?
I'm growing.
Because you're in marketing.
Right.
And I think in marketing you would advise them on certain things of growth. Mm-hmm. So why would you want to just do it yourself?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get out of. I'm trying to work more so on my business than in it. Mm-hmm. But there's not too many people that know how to do. They know how to run leads and ads, right? But they don't know how to do like a specific type of marketing that I'm doing. Because the franchising industry is like, it's different. It's like niche.
So
even the language, right, is different.
But the thing is though, if they don't know, can you properly train them?
I can, but not too many people want to work these days. Let's just be honest.
You ain't got to lie to me.
Let's be honest.
I know that.
I try to find good people.
Bright white, and they're not fake. They are white. Oh my gosh.
These are real. Yeah.
They're real?
Yep. No veneers. These are real. Thank you, God.
Yes. Thank you, God. I have no veneers, but mine ain't that white. So I'm still gonna say thank you, God. These are mine. So tell me about business. Like, what are your type of clients? Like, what type of clients do you normally deal with, and how many client base do you have?
Yeah. So So for the corporate side, I deal with businesses, B2B. So I'm working with, Bob's Pizza or whoever that may be, restaurant owner. It could be a retail owner. It could be, anything, just any type of business. And I work with them to obviously to market and advertise, but it's really just all referral based. Like I don't do too much marketing anymore for myself. Like
no, I get that part, but like how many volume of clients? Like how many clients do you have now that you work with?
Oh, I have about 50 franchises that are active with me right now that are running ads out there. So yeah, I'm generating leads right now for them. So, and there's deals being closed like every month, new businesses being open.
So tell me something fun about your job.
Fun about my job, the freedom, the freedom. I can just.
That's a benefit.
I don't have to deal with, employees or, headaches or anything like that. I really don't.
But employees are good.
They are. It just depends. It depends, right? Like you want to keep the operations, all the, as simple as possible. And that's what I try to really do, is just work on streamlining everything about my business. Mm-hmm. And I like to run lean, That's mainly it.
So what are some of the tough things about your business?
Tough things? I would say that we could possibly be, overtaken one day by AI or technology. That would be one of the tough things.
So say what AI means for the people.
Okay. So artificial intelligence. So pretty much it's what's going to take over. And if it hasn't already taken over a lot of, everyday workers' jobs, then it's going to, for example, they got AI that they're going to start at, dollar store or Walmart, to take over just regular receptionist, cashier jobs. AI's taking over. And
yeah, but it's also, you still need human interaction.
True. I agree with that. So
when you market your clients, do you do a strategy in all of that?
Yeah, I do a strategy. But like I said, I've been doing, it's a repeatable process. So, just if it works for this client, it's going to work for this client. I'm just tailoring things to that specific client. Mm-hmm.
So do you build them a research setup fee or whatever have you?
I do. It's like the flat fee is all included. So if they come to me and say, hey, I want to open up, start a campaign, I'm interested in marketing, open up more businesses. I say, great, how aggressive do you want to be? I had one guy, he wanted to spend $7,000 per month, just an ad spend, not for like the whole thing. And
but that's more money for you though, right?
No, not really, because I just keep my rate the same, just a flat rate out of whatever he wants to spend. Mm-hmm. And then he'll spend like $7K, and then he could open up a couple franchises each month from that $7K. But the return on investment is huge, especially if they're paying the franchise fee, which usually is probably around $30K, and then they're paying for the business, which is upwards of $500K, whatever. Like that's huge ROI.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yes. So what are some strategies that you give people in marketing? What's some good advice you can give people that wants to market their business correctly? Some tips.
Yeah. Well, first things first, if you're starting from the ground up, make sure your logo is good, because there's tons of businesses where their logo doesn't even match or make sense, and it's just like...
You don't like this one for my restaurant?
That's fine. If it's just a word, that's fine. But I mean, other businesses, everything starts from your logo, right? And builds off your logo.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Your logo, then your color scheme, then, how you present yourself online. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be your logo, your color scheme, your images, right? About your business. If you're a restaurant, outside the location, inside the location, make sure those photos are quality. And because when people search you on Google, they don't want to see some hole in the wall place with, roaches running around. I'm not saying that you got roaches, but
oh no, babe, I don't have no roaches. I don't have no roaches.
I'm just saying they don't want to see. I mean, people look at that, right? Before you go to a restaurant, you search and then you're like, this place looks kind of dirty, or the lighting is dim. you get the vibe before you go. So everything has to be on point. So pictures and images has a lot to do with your marketing. So make sure you take good quality photos and images of whatever you got going on. So,
Well, that's a good thing. So, what questions you have for me as an accountant or 25%? What questions you have for me?
well, I like your business. What do you serve there? Before I get more detail.
New Orleans cuisine.
Okay.
Gumbo, which is one of the top sellers. Crawfish etouffee, fried catfish. Stuff of the Southern style. We have stuffed shrimp.
Nice.
Fried fish. We have waffles, chicken and waffles, fish and waffles. We have those things.
Okay. So how did you come up with your concept?
Concept or name?
Name first, because that's
Name is DeWines. It's named after my oldest godson. So I am a simple person. I hate my accounting firm name, but I like one-word names for businesses. I hate all those long names.
Right.
I think long names should be in the profession of providing a service, like attorneys, accountants. Then I think the name makes a long name stands out, gives you more weight, holds more weight. But when you have certain different type businesses, to minimize the name, the better. And DeWines sounds so much where, even though it's named DeWines New Orleans Bistro, but the word DeWines, I want to go to DeWines. That one name is dominant over the other ones, and it just sounds so much easier.
Right. No, I agree with that. Yeah. It sounds like a suave, flavor, like that restaurant's gonna have a lot of flavor there. So
it has a ton of flavor.
That's good.
It's authentic cooking.
How long you been in business?
I've been in business since 2006. I'm old.
2006.
I'm much older. Yes, and I was an accountant ever since. Had my own accounting firm. I'm in 2 different states, in Atlanta, Georgia, and also New Orleans, Louisiana. And I've had my restaurant about 5 months.
Okay. But you said you've been in business since 2006.
Yes, I had an accounting firm.
Okay, got it. So you went from accounting to the restaurant industry.
I do both.
Got it. Okay.
I'm still an accountant. That's what got me here.
Right. So they say the restaurant space is just real, like nitty gritty. It's rough, a lot to do, just a lot to deal with, a lot of moving pieces. You like that? That's what you want to do?
I mean, I like the rush. I like the demand. I like that it's not the same thing all the time. Of course, cooking the food can be redundant, but I like the interaction with people. I like the, talking to the potential customers, and I like working with other people where it's though helping and seeing that smile, service-based, hospitality.
Right. Yeah.
So are you the only owner of your business?
I am, yeah. I own both. In my music business, I stopped that. I paused that due to some moral reasons.
Okay.
Just didn't like the way the way the space was going, as far as the hip hop scene and the industry and like that, promoting certain things, negative things. So I kind of paused that. But that's the luxury of having both businesses, 2 businesses, because you can alternate, one while you work on the other business, Kind of the same probably for you for tax, because there's certain seasons where it's
a tax season, but it's not. I'm targeting a different type of crowd, more on a professional that needs it, not the ones that need a quick large refund right back. So we're targeting on a nice different crowd. So how do you balance the work life?
Well, my schedule is it's pretty simple, really. I mean, wake up, run some ads. It's all scheduled out. So I have a schedule for, what do you call it, 4-hour work week?
I'm listening.
That's easy. No, I just streamline everything to where, I don't really have to balance too much.
Kids?
Kid, I do have a son. I just got married, so I have 2 sons.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Got to keep that a little private, private life, happy life, man.
Oh, that's not the concern. My thing is, what I want to ask is how, being an entrepreneur, do you get the support? How do you balance that? Because you really never off.
Oh, I know it's stressful. Like, there'll be times where, my wife has asked me to do something, and then, I have to pick my son up from school, and it gets overwhelming, and then there may be a catastrophe where one of my clients is not happy or something like that. You know, something goes down.
Everything always. You
Right.
can't please everybody.
And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just multitask and figure it out. There'll be times where I just shut down completely with my wife. I'm like, I can't talk to you anymore. I gotta go. Like, I just gotta go to the computer and work.
Does she understand, like, what you have going on?
Yeah, she understands. I mean, I make the money, so.
But you know, I have friends that have businesses and they're in relationships, and the other party doesn't understand. The other party feels that in relationships, when you have own your own business, you still have to make time for that relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have the business, but I need more time from you. So I like to ask people that are married and they're into entrepreneurship, and I have one person I heard, they said their wife was like, I don't want to invest in this. I don't want to put our money in this. I want you to, and he was trying to starting a business rather.
Right.
And he didn't feel that he was getting the full support.
Yeah. It can
But
be
should
like,
your spouse have to support you if you start your own business?
I think you want their support, you know?
That's not what I asked you though. Not if they want.
You said, should they?
Yes.
Yes. I believe they should. They should.
Okay,
yeah.
and why is that?
If it's gonna push the relationship forward, you know, your goals forward.
Your goals, but is it going to push the relationship forward because you want to start a business?
Yeah, you're right. That could be kind of counterproductive to the relationship. I mean, it just depends, really. I mean, they should be all for it, but you know, you guys would just have to have a meeting every couple months or so and figure out if it's going in the right direction. Treat your marriage like a business at certain points.
But the thing is, how can a person do that? Because owning a business, you have 24 hours in a day. 8 of them is for sleep.
Right.
8 for work. What you gonna do with the other 8? You gotta drive home, cook, clean, or you gotta drive home and just get yourself mental.
The good thing for me is my spouse is submissive, so that works out well for me. Mm-hmm. You know.
No, I'm just saying like advice, not trying to figure out dip and dabble in your life.
Right.
So I'm more than sure it's being a marketer and being in marketing, you have talked to other business professionals and you have advised them how to grow. And have y'all had moments where you had to tell them, give them advice? Because when we provide a personal service, I'm more than sure, you know, we become a therapist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And we don't even go to therapy. And I think they get upset with me because I'm brutally honest.
Right.
I'd be like, honey, he did what? With who? Where? Y'all know.
Right.
But I mean, it's still even vice versa. But a lot of things that I've saw in relationships is that that's good, you have submissive, but a lot of women aren't submissive. And a lot of women, if they make the most money, they want to, they then in turn don't respect the husband because they make more money, or they feel they have a voice. Which you should have a voice no matter what. Mm-hmm. But I think that women should allow men to be men. Right. I tell that to people all the time. So I've had someone I know that had a business and the significant other didn't want to invest in it. And I told him, I was like, well, at the end of the day, when you make the money, they're going to spend it with you. So you're going forward, do it.
Yeah.
So what's some advice you would give any future guys? Follow, click like, go to 25%. Don't forget to get the merch. What advice would you give up and coming, you know, people who want to start a business in marketing?
Advice is there's a lot of, one, figure out what differentiates you, because there's a lot of people out there doing marketing. Everybody says
someone be scared and scamming, and I'll be like, oh my gosh.
I know. Everybody does marketing, so figure out what type of marketing you want to do, what type of marketing you want to specialize in. That's how I would structure it. These days, you know, if you want to do marketing, okay, what industry? Who do you want to deal with? You know, is it just strictly restaurants? Is it marketing for, like I said, it could be music industry, it could be different industries. Figure out which industry, and then figure out your niche. Right? You could market YouTube, do YouTube marketing. You could do Spotify marketing. You could do Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. There's so many. So figure out one be good at that, and then just roll with that. Make money in that sector.
Tell us about your business, how we can find you.
I'm online, guys. Marketingdonefast.com. Instagram Casino Smooth with 2 eyes, and yeah.
Now, you being a marketer, would you advise your clients to get that name on the Instagram?
You mean what? Like get their own name?
Mm-hmm. That type of name.
If depends on what industry you're in. I wouldn't go to meet, straight up and down corporate and with that type of name. No, I wouldn't. That's strictly for the music industry. You need to have
Image.
Image, correct. Yep. So that's why I went with that name. But yeah, verified before 2023.
Oh, that's good. Now I want you to understand. Ask the question. What advice you give up and coming people that want to start marketing?
I would just figure out what industry you want to dive into first. Figure out what industry. Figure out, pretty much what industry you want to help, and then figure out how you can add value to that type of industry. What platform though is the most important? What platform? And probably base it off the platform that you use the most. So if you find yourself always on TikTok, start off with TikTok marketing. Figure out how to do the ads on there. Same thing for Instagram or LinkedIn. Whatever you find yourself doing the most, scrolling through the most, start with that platform and then learn all about it.
Now I own a restaurant. I don't want to franchise it, but can you help me market it?
Yeah, I could. But what would your goal be? More
exposure.
More exposure, right? So not really a dollar amount attached to that, just more so.
I would like to have a dollar amount.
That would be kind of hard to track though, depending on, that would be kind of hard to track, unless there's specific marketing. Say if you did like you want to, you have a special menu or something, and you market that and you say, every customer that comes in, tell me where you came in from. And if it's through Facebook, then you could kind of track where your leads are coming from.
Okay.
But if it's just like more exposure, then that would be hard to track.
Yes. I appreciate you coming. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking your time out.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate it. So how can they find you? What's your website and Instagram?
Website, 2 websites. First one is paradigmmusicgroup.com. paradigmmusicgroup.com, and the other one is marketingdonefast.com.
And you would like people to come to you. If they see this, can you give them a discount?
Yeah.
If they mention it, how much would you want to give them?
If they have their own business and they're interested in franchising and they want to franchise, I'll do a 30% discount off the first month. Mm-hmm. If they're serious about growing their business. You
think I should start my restaurant as a franchise?
It depends how much sales you're doing.
I just opened.
Here's the question you have to ask yourself. Well, can the new owner make a profit and still pay you a certain percentage each month? Yes. If the answer is yes, then yes, you should franchise. Because then they'd be paying you royalties each month.
Okay.
And that's a way for you to expand quickly and get your name out there, effortlessly, really.
That's a good thing. Well, it was great talking to you.
Yes, great talking to you. Thanks for having me.
Hi, guys. So don't forget to go to 25% and check us out. Welcome back. I'm on it, and I'll see you guys.